anything, we know that college football is the ultimate arms race where you want to take the best guys, pair them with the best coaches and the best support staffs and put them together and hopefully have the best season that you possibly can. It's a formula that Georgia and teams like Alabama have been using forever, and it's worked to their credit. But when you're a team like Colorado, like Coach Prime, and you're coming in and you're a little bit on the back foot, you're a little bit behind, you're number one in the portal transfers, no doubt about that. But the actual guys that you got there, you're going to have to look outside the box to kind of fill out those ranks. And that's what I really like about these guys and this team and how they're doing this. And we're going to talk about that in 1 second. Mars is back, ladies and gentlemen. But before we get started, make sure y'all like the video, comment y'all thoughts down below, man. I love the way that they're doing this. More or less, Coach Prime is saying that we do want to look at guys that are highly recruited out of high school, but we also want to look at some of these guys that are not very highly recruited. So let's just get right into it, and then we're going to talk about it right after that. Let's get it. It's going to be a little bit hard to hear, but hopefully it'll come across properly.
Is not only what we can do football-wise here because we're going to win, but coming here is going to change these kids' lives for the next 40 years. And that's what a lot of other people can't, they don't have that, you know, and that's going to be the equalizer for us.
Now, that's one thing that I do want to say about that is that's something that I do feel like they say, oh, you send us a boy, we're going to send him, you're going to send you back a man. That's something that he's saying, like you come here, you're going to get an experience that's going to impact your life for the next 40 years. You're going to be ready to work. You're going to be ready to go to work. You're going to be ready to do everything that it is that you want to do. You're going to be prepared for life, not just for football. We're going to prepare you for life after football, whether that be in the NFL or if that be be right after this, man. But one other thing that Coach said, man, we just want to talk about that. Then we're gonna get all the way into it. And I'm gonna show you how it really goes.
Statistics, Coach, this was good for the offensive line. All pros, offensively, they have been 1 4-star. The rest of the all pros that were selected this year was no stars, 2 stars, 3 stars. Now the defensive guys, those guys that were selected this year coming out of high school or coming out of high school, all those guys was 4 and 5 stars. So it's funny how the defense maintains itself at a certain level, but the offense was totally opposite. Like 3 of the linemen, I don't think they had a start, but they just developed themselves and they worked their butts off, and then they're all pros. And a couple of receivers as well. So you got to think about that kind of stuff, man. And if a guy has what you want,
it's a fact.
Get it. Don't worry about it. I don't give a damn about the stars. But I love what we're doing. I just want to do more of what we're doing well. Let's do more of it.
And so that's what we want to talk about right there. And a lot of people probably think that he was just joking or just talking or whatever. But when you look at this, it actually makes a lot of sense why the defensive guys that were already good, they're gonna be, they're gonna already be at the top, maintain their way at the top. But the offensive guys that were highly touted, a lot of times it does. I have a theory on it, and I'm just gonna give you that theory right now, because defense always has to work. When you're playing defense, it doesn't matter if the offensive guy that you're playing against is better than you. It don't matter if he's just barely on your level, if he's worse than you. You can beat him on defense 30 times that game. If he beats you 1 time, he won. He can actually win off of that. And a lot of times, I think the offensive guys are just used to being better. All I got to do is go out here and beat this guy. I don't have to work hard to beat this guy. But as a defensive player, I played free safety, I played strong safety, I played linebacker. So you constantly had to be on your toes. You had to know what the guy liked to do on offense. You had to study. You had to prepare. You had to work really hard just to be, in some cases, especially in my case, just to be mediocre, just to be a regular level. You got to work really hard on defense just to keep up with the guy, because the offense knows where he's going. Defense don't know where the offensive guy is going. So I have to study to read keys, and there's a lot of those things that make you very good as a defensive player is gonna be tied to work ethic. And when you got a strong work ethic, and it's only gonna get strong at the next level, because when you realize when you get to the next level, everybody else is just as good as you are, it's gonna help you make a world of difference, because you're already used to working. You're already used to working hard. Conversely, with the offensive guys, like we said, bro, it's guys out there that y'all would never think came back. Look, I'm looking at guys right now. Let's see if this shows up properly. Look, you got somebody like Cooper Kupp, 0 stars coming out of coming out of high school. Aaron Rodgers, unranked coming out of high school. The Kelsey brothers, both were 2-star coming out of high school. Somebody like Justin Jefferson, 3-star coming out of high school. There's a whole list of guys that were 2 and 3 stars that came out. I mean, you got guys like what? Josh Jacobs, Khalil Mack, David Johnson, Shaq Barrett, Darius Williams, Jimmy Garoppolo, Aqib Talib. We always that's something. Hunter Renfrow, Tariq Cohen, Carson Wentz, T.Y. Hilton, Cooper Kupp, J.J. Watt. Josh Allen was Josh Allen. This is the offensive, the outside linebacker, Josh Allen. Jason Kelsey, both the Kelsey brothers were 2 stars. Clay Matthews and Bobby Wagner. These guys, but look, now a lot of those are offensive and defensive guys. Like I said, defense is already used to working, but when you are not a highly rated offensive guy, and you know you got the physical tools, but I just have to work on my game to be as good as the next guy, you're gonna come to the next level expecting to work. A lot of guys I feel like come to the next level. If you're really good on offense, you already just better than everybody and you didn't have to try hard. Now you get to the next level and you just have to try a little bit harder, but you're still serviceable. But the guys that want to be really good and are really good offensive players and they have that work ethic, when you get to the next level, you learn how to work better, but you're not afraid of working hard. And it's already in you. You can't put that work ethic in somebody, but if somebody like Cooper Kupp came out of high school, what was 6'2", I think he said 6'2", 205 or something like that. That's anybody else, that's a highly touted wide receiver. But he worked on his craft, worked on what he was good at, running those routes and stuff like that. Like I said, Travis and Jason Kelsey, both Justin Jefferson, obviously they were good enough because they were great at the school. But at their respective schools, they were great at their respective schools, so they were already good enough. But having that work ethic and having if you already had to work for everything that you ever had to work for, when you reach that next level, you're already expecting to work. A lot of guys probably never had to work that hard, and so when they get to the next level, it's culture shock. But if you get somebody that's already had to work and they've always worked and they've always had to grind and scrape and scrimp and fight for everything that they had, when they get to that next level, working hard, it's not going to be culture shock to them, not going to be any surprise. They're going to be like, okay, this is what I'm already used to, and I get to make a difference because I'm at this level and I'm getting paid to work. I've been working for free my whole life. Now I get paid to work hard. Oh yeah, I'm with all of this. So like I said, man, it definitely makes sense to me. And like we said, when you get those guys, as long as they got the it factor or they got something that you like in them, it's gonna work out, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Is what I'm saying making sense? Or, hey, am I just capping, man? Because like I said, you got a lot of guys that come out that are already good. And like I said, especially on offense, if you're that highly touted on offense, you're probably already bigger, stronger, faster, and all that than everybody, and you didn't have to work a whole lot to get it. But the guys that are bigger, stronger, faster, and more seasoned than other guys that had to work to get it, now you're gonna get somebody like Trevor Lawrence, a 5-star, and he's a great player already. He's a really good player already too. So you're gonna get a lot of those guys also, but we're just talking about the guys that want to continue to work hard. To be an all-pro, you have to continue to work hard, and you can't be any stranger to hard work when you're doing that. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section, man. We trying to keep it light, man, trying to lighten the mood after yesterday. Mars back in the building, and I'm holler at y'all next time. Till next time. It's your boy Jay Easy, a.k.a. Fresh from the Barbershop, BK the People's Champ.
Godspeed.